Memes, what are they? Where do they come from? Where do they go? Tung 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 Sahur. This stuff is crazy. I am fascinated. I literally am by memes. They're so interesting. Like the reasons why some of them take off and some of them don't. I can't look away, you know. And maybe that's why people don't like them, because they're like kind of addictive. But I'm like, this guy is like, he's a bat that's holding a bat. Am I correct? Is he made of wood, or is it like a costume? It's just so many questions. Let's draw him. I know I talk too much, but you know, you can skip the talking part, or just mute me. Just mute. Hit the mute button, because I'm a ridiculous person. Anyway, what do we do to start? Maybe the eyes. Those terrifyingly happy, spaced out eyes. So we go up, right? It's just like a lemon. So it goes up and down. It's kind of spiky in the corner, either side. Right, so it's kind of like a lemon. That's what it reminds me of. And then he has like massive irises and pupils, like a circle, or as circular as you can get it. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. And then he's really big pupils, right? So and they're not like perfectly centered either. So he looks makes him look kind of crazier. So you can do them as circular as you want. Right, and then we've got like some eyelid lines. So a line that comes up and over, down. And then another one of these down the bottom. There might be like a little edge. Like a little sort of rim around his eyelids. So his other eye, so it's kind of behind his nose, right? So his nose is fairly straight, right? So it goes down, kind of spikes out and in. And then we get like a nostril here, and a nostril on this side. And then maybe like just the bridge of his nose. There, right? And his eyebrow, he's got big eyebrows just on top here. And his other eye, so very big again, curving around, kind of lemon shape. Maybe a slightly smaller one because it's turned away from us. And then a big creepy iris again. So another large pupil. It's so weird. And this curves around. And then comes down this way. So the eyebrow on this side, so it's curves around like his shape for his head, kind of. Okay, it's kind of big. And these big cheeks curving around here. Okay, and then he's got a bit like a big smiling mouth, right? And it comes down in the middle, back up. And then his bottom lip up there. You can give him a top lip if you want. You don't have to. But he does have pretty big lips. And then the chin. Who is the original creator of these? That's what I want to know. Okay, so Tung Tung is a bat. So like a baseball bat, I think. This like comes down here fairly straight. Or it's like a guy in a bat costume. Batman. And then this goes up around the top of his head. And there's like an arm here. With a hand, so we got like a thumb. We'll do sort of like this, maybe. Maybe he just has 3 fingers, I'm not quite sure. And then there's these sort of lines that come down the body. It's on his head as well. And then a hand that's holding the bat. So it's just like a long sort of arm here. A bat holding a bat. So it just goes that way. It's kind of round on the end. And it gets thinner as it goes back. Might be some lines on it like that. And then he has massive feet. He's like got hobbit feet. And so like very thin legs first, and then you add the feet then. So that kind of thing. That's a little angle for the knees, and then calf muscles are kind of wider at the back. And we'll try and do these big feet, right? So his heel there, and the top of his foot going that way. So like your general shape for feet is like this, basically. It was all toes. You can add the toes or not. This foot comes towards us, so it's kind of wider looking. Well, we'll put some toes in, why not? Like the toenails really helped, you know, this kind of thing. Really make it look like toes. Bum, 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 bum. Right, and then last toe there. And did I miss anything? Nope, that's it. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.